Hello and welcome back to the RattleMind podcast. I am Rye, all by myself today. So, what are we going to talk about today? It is Wednesday, so we are supposed to be talking about video games. And yes, I'm using my announcer voice because it's my announcer voice. Alright, so, video games. I'm going to rant. Alright, I don't want to do a review or whatever of a game. That took a lot of work, and I could not play and talk at the same time. That really messed me up. So, I want to talk about my favorite topic when it comes to video games, why they suck. No. Well, I wouldn't say games suck, but you have basically three choices in video games of what you want to do. You either play a shooter, an open world sandbox game, or an open world story game. Ugh, those three choices annoy me. One, I don't like the Fortnite and PUBG style games. Those are just annoying. I hate competitive games. They drive me nuts. Mostly because people are jerks when you actually play. Oh, you're cheating, brother. Why are you doing that? You're doing bad. Why are you doing bad? No, why did you kill that person? I was gonna kill that person. Gosh darn it. Oh, you did bad. Oh, that voice hurt my throat. Okay. And then as for sandbox, it's create your own adventure. Well, to create my own adventure, I would have to write out a story, create the world, build objects for the world, and by the time I'm done with that, I don't give a rat's butt. Oh, but you could post your scenario and other people could enjoy it. If I wanted other people to enjoy my scenario, I would make a frickin' video game. Yes, it's a little more complicated than that, but I have a background, as you know, in my educational background. I can do 3D modeling and create the world that way and, stuff like that. And then you can, honestly, Unreal Engine is pretty easy to use. For the most part, I mean, you can make a slapdash video game using just the blueprint system that they use. I haven't actually looked at that in a long time. I wonder if it's as easy as I actually think. Probably not. So, yeah, if I wanted to actually create a scenario for someone to play, I would, create a video game. But I would like a somewhat linear, story-driven game. I don't want to go find Persephone's lost flower bed that is up the creek, down the river, through the woods, and left and right, only to find out that they were eaten by a bunch of cows. All the flowers, eaten by cows. And then you go back to Persephone and say, hey, guess what? Your flowers were eaten by cows. We found your flower bed, but it's all eaten by the cows. Oh, them cows. Kill them cows for me, would you? Okay, we'll go kill the cows now. We gotta go back and go to the cows. Oh, take out the cows. Yay! What was the story again? What were we supposed to do? Something about my mother is lost in an alternate dimension, and to save her, I need to unite the 3 crystals of Quazzlebop, and yeah. That's why I don't like open world story games. Because, you don't actually go and do the story. No, you take 10 hours of padding filler content, basically, and you do that. It's like, wow, I just spent a long time doing everything else in the world while my mom is trapped in this world with the Quazzleclot jewels and blah blah blues. Yeah. So, what I would actually like is to have, someone go, hey, here's a good book. I'd like to actually, experience the book by playing actually experience something like a book and, play through the characters. The closest you get for something like that is there goes my mouth, a virtual novel. And even then, it's click, read, click, read. Don't click that one. Click that one. Okay. Read. Oh, that's right. This is a virtual novel. All right, I'm picking this person as the one I'm going for. Click. Oh, dang it, I got the other person. Gosh darn it, why did that happen? Oh, okay. So let's go back and play it again so I can finally get the waifu or husbando. Yeah, that's what it is, husbando. I almost said manfu. That was weird. And yay, okay, yeah. I've played about a dozen times just so I could get the right character. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. I mean, I'm not harping on that. I have played virtual novels before and I did enjoy the ones I did play. But yeah. Uh it's mostly click 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 and no skill. So, that's my beef with that. But yeah, I would like to do is, I want at least a 3-part story arc that doesn't involve this faction now exists, that faction exists. You can side with either factions, but if you do not get the true ending. You have to side with this faction. That you have to go through the magical woods of Flibbly Goo and find them there, and then they'll tell you how to heal the world. Yeah. I mean, technically, that's a great story. I would go and do that quest alone. Forget the side options. I'd like to do that. And then I'd be done with it. And, most of these games only last about 5 hours if you actually play slowly through the game. I mean, most people, speedrunners do games in an hour. It's like, holy crap. Oh. Playing a game in less than an hour. One, I think that would actually be fun. I should try speedrunning, but I thought about it, but I never actually did it. All right. Plus, I don't know what game would I speedrun. I just went off on a speedrun tangent there. I mean, a very short one. It was only like 23 seconds, but, But yeah, I want a story. Here is Hero. Hero is thrust into situation. Hero goes. Hero must take up whatever item of MacGuffin be and fight the bad guys and save the world. But the MacGuffin object that they use has a secret past, and you can only unlock its full potential by discovering this other MacGuffin foobly-doo. Which, that's actually good. Point A, point B, point C. In fact, I think the last game that actually did that for me, that point A, point B, C, D, each Q, B, Y, type of thing was The Last of Us. And I didn't play the second part because, I don't have a PlayStation, so I'm not playing the second one. But that's not here or there. That's what we need. We need story-driven video games. But you make the story last by giving you, story. Everything you do in the game should be connected in some way to the main storyline. It's like in some games, you saved this cat from getting run over by a car, and now 3 chapters in, you find out that cat was this bad guy's cat. And they are so touched by your actions that they are repentative and will change their ways and go and start a cat sanctuary over in the continent of Flububu and have all the cats of every type living in peace. That again would be a fun game. Collect all the cats and, have a cat sanctuary. But see, that's a different thing. See, that's another thing. That's a plot point there. And, you dissuaded a bad guy by saving a cat. Or you could, playing through in your early childhood days, you accidentally tripped the school bully, and he held a grudge against you for tripping him all throughout your school days, and he was a bully to you and pushed you around and tried to throw you out the window. And then when it came time, that school bully said sorry. He was a real jerk. He can't believe that he acted that way in the past. And, growing up, he realized that that was not the person he should be. He understands if, you still hold a grudge against him. He did a lot of hurtful things, and, it takes time to heal. Doesn't really want your forgiveness, just wants you to know that, he understands that he did wrong and hopes that his actions did not negatively impact your life to where you became a megalomaniac and started killing people and, worshiping the Bibli god of Zuburu, who has a horn on his knee and a spike coming out his left nostril and, that type of thing. Even in his repentance story, that was kind of cool, but, the games don't follow through as much as they used to. The story points are just not as good as they used to be. Actually, for the most part, growing up, I never paid attention to the story. Like Final Fantasy 6? Yeah, because it was 3 when it came to the United States in the first place, but it was actually 6. I could not tell you a darn thing about it, except for that there was a chick with green hair. That's all I knew. That's all I really remember. Oh, and you could suplex a train. Yeah. You could suplex a train. That was kind of cool. Oh, yeah, now that I'm thinking of that game, oh, yeah, you had mechs you could walk around in for a bit. But yeah, I still have no idea what the story was. I know the bad guy's name was Kefka, I think. I could be mixing a different game. I don't know. But, that's the thing. Growing up, yeah, I just basically clicked through things because I wasn't going to read. I'm 5. Actually, I was probably 10 when I played that. I wasn't going to read that. I just want to play button. And then the cutscenes that you actually got were always like, wow. But nowadays it's like, that's so simple. Why is it so simple? I can't stand the simple. Actually, that is me. I don't mind the 8-bit aesthetic, but it is a little jarring when you're used to 3D and all that, modern 3D. Early 3D is kind of hard to do. Lara Croft and her triangle boobs. What? I guess that's enough of a rant for me. Thank you so much for, oh yeah, I need to click the end screen. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And well, you're not really watching, you're listening when I do these things. So thank you so much for listening. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If your opinion differs from mine, please leave it in the comments because interaction actually helps. Oh yeah, remember to like. Oh yeah, I already did that. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever it may be. Hope your day has been good. Have a good morning, too. All right. Bye.